Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Eschalon Book 2. So, we're still in town, still have a few places to check out, a few people to talk to, and I did take the time to rest a little bit to restore my hit points, but also it was about to turn dark, and it becomes really dark during the night here, so you definitely want to avoid traveling at night if you can. And we're going to see enough of that, I'm sure. So yeah, I just did that. I was able to rest right outside, literally off screen here, but in town you can't actually, so yeah. Well, let's go ahead and talk to this person here. You see a young woman pacing about who happens to be lost in thought. She doesn't even know you are standing near her until she nearly bumps into you. Oh, hello, I'm sorry. I did not mean to be so rude. My name is Wendy. Is there something I can help you with? It is indeed I who is rude. I did not intend to trespass, although I did just open your door and started walking into your room, so... Anyway, it is quite alright. I'm glad you broke me of my thoughts. I have been lost among them recently. You see, a few weeks ago I visited the Covenant to give my seasonal seasonal tithe, and the young disciple Julian stopped me to talk. He began to speak of some wild prophecy he had regarding the end of the world and such. I obliged him and listened politely, but quickly left as soon as he allowed me to. That was over a month ago. Since then, I began having voices in my head. Like someone is speaking to me through thought. I can't quite make out the words, but I feel as though I'm being told I am chosen. I've also began having dreams that the world is on fire, filled with images of man and beast writhing in the flames. Quite honestly, I feel as if I may be losing my mind. That seems pretty bad. What is it you think you are chosen for? I don't really know. I think it has something to do with helping prepare the way, yet I don't even know what that means. These thoughts are driving me insane. Every day I feel less like myself than the day before. I really need to get out of this town for a little while to clear my... Wendy pauses in mid-sentence. Pardon me, I realize that I barely know you at all. In fact, I don't think I know you, period. But would you be willing to do me a small favor? I could pay you a little bit for your trouble. Sure. Okay. 50 gold pieces. I'll take it. Oh, thank you. Here's what I need. My brother, Ruel, lives east of here, not too far from the ocean. He has a very nice house away from the commotion of this town. I need to go there and stay with him for a bit to clear my mind, but I cannot make contact with him. He did not respond to a letter I sent him 2 weeks past, and it seems the postal carrier has temporarily halted service while the roads remain unsafe. If you are headed that way on your journeys, could you check on him? Tell him I will be coming to see him as soon as I feel well enough. For your trouble, I will give you 50 gold in advance. That's very trusting of you. To the east, huh? Brother Ruel, east of here. Not too far from the ocean. Well, since I don't know where this village is exactly on the map, I don't know how far the ocean is away, but I'm sure I'm gonna get there eventually. So yeah, I'll stop by his house and give him your message. Or I could be extremely rude for no reason. On second thought, I will not do you this favor. However, I will be keeping your 50 gold pieces since you wasted my time. Wow. No. I'm not a monster. Thanks for the quest, lady, and for the 50 gold, which actually is enough to buy a spell. The healing spell. And I feel like I really, really need that because I'm gonna take a lot of damage early on. Pity the character who does not have any kind of consistent way of healing himself. Because, yikes, even if I had started as a warrior with maybe some decent armor, and then you're not guaranteed to start with any armor at all. But just early on, you're gonna miss so many attacks and get hit so much that, yeah, that's gonna be really rough. I guess you're just gonna have to kill 2 rats and then rest a whole lot. And I seem to remember that basically being how the first game worked. So I don't know if I did have healing magic in that one. Again, I think I played pretty much a pure warrior in the first game, so I might not have. So yeah, maybe things should be a little easier this time around. Hey there, Father Tyrus. You see a man who appears stern and disciplined. He watches you as you approach, but does not greet you in any way, short of his continuous eye contact. Only when you are close to him does he speak, his words quick, as if he's annoyed by your presence. Excuse me? It's a kind of an odd way for a priest to greet someone entering his church. Greetings. What brings you into the Covenant today? Father Tyrus, I need to earn some gold. Would the Covenant have any work available? I mean, I'm always going to ask for work and quests, of course. I'm in need of healing, I've been cursed and need your help. Well, thankfully neither of these are really the case. Well, I guess I'm technically in need of healing. You know what? How much would it be for 8 missing health? 12 gold pieces. Okay. Well, I mean, that's easy enough to rest off, and I'm going to be able to heal myself soon enough, so no, thanks. Well, yeah, we can't really have any small talk with him, ask him for any news or anything, so, well, let's ask for work. Father Darius turns his head to focus completely upon you as if to determine your integrity. I mean, doesn't he know me already? Just when his silent gaze becomes uncomfortable, he speaks. Perhaps there is something you can help me with. I have a situation here that requires a bit of discretion. He clears his throat and takes a breath before continuing. Let me explain. I had a loyal disciple who served under me here at the Covenant. His name was Julian. Oh, that guy. And he was studying to be a priest himself. Well, several months ago, he began acting a bit strangely. Like talking to people about weird visions, apocalyptic visions, and actually making them, I don't know, making them behave weirdly as well, acting strangely. Yes, he began speaking of visions he had of the end of the world, an impending apocalypse. I told him he must rebuke these terrible thoughts, and that they were not of the teachings of Mozan, but he just kept speaking of them and growing more and more obsessed. I began finding him preaching these lunatic prophecies to our parishioners, scaring them away with visions of Eschalon purified in flame. It was then that I took stern action, as I could only assume he was possessed by a fiend of darkness. Yeah, fair assumption. I dragged him to the backwoods and chained him there as I performed purifying rites on him. Okay. He remained there for nearly a week, as I hoped the stress would eventually break him of his curse, but it did not. He only fell deeper into madness. Then one morning I awoke to find that he had escaped his bonds. He was gone. Well, lucky for you that he did not just murder you in your sleep, because that would have been the other option, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, okay, that didn't work out so well. Do you know where he may have gone? I believe I do. We have an old well out back, behind the Covenant. It has been dry for years, and he had been working at the bottom to get the water flowing again. I fear he may have been doing more than that down there in the darkness. If he is anywhere, that is where you would find him. Guess so. So the good old evil, half-forgotten altar at the bottom of the old well kind of situation. We've all seen that before. Will you accept the task? Oh wait, Father Darius' voice softens. If you do locate him, I do not know what his state of mind will be. If he is beyond saving, then I would have you do Mozan's bidding and be done with him. If he is rational, please convince him to return to the Covenant. Yeah, sure. I mean, how bad could it be, right? I obviously feel extremely capable of combat. Okay, so he did give me the key, which means that we now have the symbol key and the bluish key. Ah, yes. Nice. Now, should I do that right away? I'm guessing it's that well right there we're talking about. I mean, let's maybe get that healing spell first. Also, this guy who sent me the letter, that's not the one. There. The mysterious note, Darius. He did say that it was urgent and I should see him as soon as possible, which I'm absolutely not doing right now. Maybe I should get that out of the way before I venture into any dark places. The dark places of the earth. The dark corners of the earth. That's how it goes. Hey there, Jarvik. Jarvik, the owner of the Wayfarer's Jolly Tavern, walks around busily wiping down tables and collecting used dishes. He sees you and nods with a smile. Vic, it's good to see you. Have a seat. Can I get you anything? Yeah, actually, oh wow, yeah. I did not even consider that resting is, of course, going to drain my hunger and thirst. And while I do have water, I don't really have anything to eat, so I'm just needing a few supplies, Jarvik. Do you have time to trade? He does. He also has things to sell, like lockpicks. The thing is, spells cost me 240, so I really only have 27 gold to spend. What else do you sell here? Quill and inkwell, yeah, of course. This font used for item names is pretty, but can be a little bit difficult to read until you're familiar with it. That's okay though. Plus 10 hit points, plus 2 damage. I like that one, but it's obviously super expensive. I really hope I find some magic items naturally, because it will be a while before I can actually just afford them. Move silently, not as necessary. Lockpicks cost 10 apiece, so yeah. Oh, flesh boil, 240. Bless and flesh boil, okay. So, unfortunately he doesn't sell the healing here, but that's not a big deal. Scout's Guide to Defensive Attire. Okay. Are those books that give you straight up skill increases? For 100 gold? I mean, defensive attire sounds like... Scout's Guide to Defensive Attire, it sounds like light armor. That would be neat. Back of Salt, Miscellaneous. Map of Eschalon. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I hope there is a map of Mistfell specifically that, you know, actually shows the places that you can go to. Because, as it is, the map of Eschalon is not super helpful, unfortunately. Biscuit ration. Oh, this is expensive though. What? Bread for 6. An apple for 2. Raw potato. Maybe it's cooked. I hope it's cooked. Dried meat for what? Dried meat for 30. Yikes. Well, this is gonna be a bit of a problem. I guess rats sometimes drop meat, so I could go and hunt a few of those. But I mean, bread is affordable, I guess. Let's buy that. I definitely, yes, definitely don't feel safe venturing outside without anything. Rat meat for 2. Of course, it doesn't tell you how nourishing it even is, so I don't know what the best, you know, efficiency is. Biscuit ration for 8. Yeah, sure. That leaves me with almost nothing to spare. I guess I could buy a little bit more, but... Actually, do you have work, maybe? Have you heard of any news? Oh, can't ask him for work, unfortunately. Have you heard of any news outside of East Willow? Not too much. People are still speculating whether the war in Thaermore will be coming our way. Quite a few travelers are saying the roads throughout Mistfell are becoming more dangerous, with thieves and wild animals appearing more frequently. I guess the strife in the neighboring province has been stirring things up, causing a lot of unrest around here. Come to think of it, do you know Anwick, the farmer who owns land just north of your cottage? I mean, I probably should. My character should. I don't, of course. He was in last week and was saying he has an infestation of dragonels in his area. Dragonels. Whatever that is. Small dragons? I hope not, because, well, I guess depends on how small. I haven't seen a dragonel in this area since I was a small boy. Well, I guess I'll be seeing some soon, probably, because I'm going to be checking that out. Looking for a man named Darius. He said he was staying here. Yes, he's staying in the north room. Quiet fellow he is. Hasn't said a word to me since he arrived. Okay. I guess I'll be having a talk with him then. I'm going to do the shopping first. Not that I expect that I need to, that I'm going to fight Darius and I'm going to be needing to heal myself. I just want to get this out of the way before I forget. So, hey there, well, tiny sprites to click on. Nice. Inventory, and you had... Divine Heal, yes. Expensive, but hopefully probably worth it. Oh, and I also want to buy a few throwing darts. Let's see here. Throwing darts. I mean, those are inexpensive, so I can afford 3 of them. Oh, whoa. Right. Yeah. Take all of my money. That's okay. I mean, I don't have the skill for them, but according to my experimentation when I first started the game, hitting static objects like, exploding barrels is 100% successful, even if you don't have the skill, which is nice. I might also just have been very lucky, but I did try several times and didn't miss a single one, so yeah. Divine Heal. Right click to read, and indeed, I learned it. Nice. That means we can now finally start casting spells. Now the way this works is you select the spell, and then you select the power level, which increases the cost. But you also require more skill to even cast it at the level. And I think it's, well, you need level 1 for the first, and then it's 2 more skill points for the next level, so you need level 3. Yeah. And then 5 for level 3. and 7 for level 4, and so on. So right now we can only cast it at level 1. And I will bind that to 1, which is also displayed there now. And now I should be able to just hit M1. Oh, actually, hold on. Yeah, didn't I do that? Okay. How do you... Oh, it gives you a description here as well. I didn't know that. Okay. You ready? Oh, actually, yeah. Okay, you literally just hit the hotkey. That's the keybind, and then it's readied, and you just right-click to cast it, and just like that, you convert really just 2 points of mana into 3 to 6 points of health, which seems like a pretty good deal. That should help a lot. Definitely feel a lot safer now. Okay. Now let's go ahead and... Is there anything worth checking out? I mean, I don't want to steal anything. Even though I kind of... I would like some more food, but, you know, it's okay. I'm not going to break into these rooms, although they're not currently occupied, so there shouldn't really be anything in there. Oops. Let's talk to Darius and get this out of the way. Darius. You open the door to the room. Standing near the window is a slender man, whose lack of surprise at your entrance gives you the impression that he has been expecting your visit. I mean, I know that he's been expecting me. Upon noticing you, he gives a slight yet cordial nod, gesturing with his hand to enter the room. Hello, Vic. I must assume you found the note I left you. Thank you for coming to meet me. My name is Darius. Come. We have much to discuss. Oh, you know me? Look, I don't know who you are, but I don't know you, nor do I care to. I'm not looking for trouble. I only came to tell you to leave me alone. I wonder if that's actually an option? To just, you know, cancel the main quest? Probably not. No, obviously I'm intrigued. How do you know me? 300 XP? I'll take it. Still quite a ways off of the first level up, but we're getting there. Darius smiles. My friend, how well do you really think you know yourself? Not well at all, since I literally erased my own memory last game. So yeah. I can assure you that I have actually known you for many years, long before the events that have come to pass in Thaermore. Darius lowers his voice and leans toward you as if the very walls may be listening. Things didn't turn out quite the way we planned, did they? The truth is, Vic, you are not who you think you are. You are not some random person that got mistakenly caught up in the conflict that destroyed Thaermore, nor are you just another refugee. You are part of something much greater underneath it all, like the gears of a clock that turn the hands. Something much greater? What are you talking about? I do not know you, and you certainly know nothing of my past. I mean, come on. My character is aware that he has forgotten much about the past, and that he made himself forget about the past. So just denying that seems a bit silly. Of course, you know, it's also perfectly understandable that he might not want to have anything to do with, you know, the things of his past. But of course, this is a role-playing game, so we want all of that. Something much greater. What are you talking about? Calm down, my friend. I understand that you would be doubtful. In fact, in the letter I left you, I wrote that you should not trust anyone. It is ironic now that I expect you to trust me, a complete stranger. Darius takes a deep breath and then slowly releases the air in the form of a long sigh. We have very little time to get you caught up on what is happening right now, so please listen carefully. There are events unfolding across Eschalon which will eventually affect every creature in this realm. It all began with the war surrounding the Crux of Ages. Before I continue, should I reiterate those events to you? Yes, actually, please. My memory is more than a bit foggy. It's completely absent. Please recap the War of Thaermore for me. Certainly. The War of Thaermore was fought over a powerful gemstone called the Crux of Ages. The Thaerish are the inhabitants of Thaermore. The Thaerish called it their prized stone of Thaermore. It was kept in the council chamber of Bastion Spire until the goblins of Crackamere, organized under the leadership of a powerful shaman, stole it by way of a portal. Okay, it seems vaguely familiar. Thus began a terrible war between the goblins and Commonwealth Guard that led to the eventual downfall of Thaermore. You became caught up in the recovery recovery efforts of the Crux of Ages, though the outcome of the war was inevitable regardless of your actions. No hero or villain could have changed the ultimate fate of the province of Thaermore. I'm sorry for giving you such a terse description of these events, but the past is not as important as the present. This war is about something much bigger than the theft of a simple gemstone. I understand, please continue. Very well. So, here is what we currently know. When Thaermore finally fell, it was not the goblins that delivered the death blow, nor was it the mythical Oracor that the soldiers of Thaermore blindly chased after. It was the Torax, those fearless hoofed beasts from the gracelands of Amireth. Yeah, okay, we saw one of those Minotaur things in the intro sequence, and I definitely remember fighting those, and those were tough. It was their plan all along to acquire the Crux of Ages for themselves. The goblin shaman who led the initial invasion of Thaermore was himself under the command of an even more powerful individual, a general who is now leading the Torax. The Torax are now in possession of the Crux of Ages. So what? The Torax have themselves a gemstone. Does this affect me? How does this affect me? This is not some common gem that they possess, nor are these Torax the tribal, barbarous creatures that they have historically been. They have become organized, powerful, and tactical. It may be the very fact that they possess the Crux of Ages that gives them this advantage. Now they are moving again, summoning sub-legions of lesser beasts to strengthen their army as they overrun each new land. Darius pauses for a moment, as if he is choosing how to deliver his next thought. Understand this. They are not taking land for their own use, and this is not simple territory dispute. They are looking for something. Something that you and I and a handful of others have sworn our lives to protect. Sworn to protect? I don't understand. There are 3 other gemstones, other cruxes, that complement the Crux of Ages. We have known of them for centuries, since the earliest days of Eschalon. Our scholars have uncovered ancient diagrams that show some type of device that the 4 cruxes, the 4 crux, will make if they are reunited. The accompanying glyphs appear to warn us that the power of this device cannot be contained, and so it has been our burden for 4 centuries to not allow this union to happen. Vic, you and I are part of a guild named the Krios Vindica, whose task it has been to ensure the crux are never united. We are bound to this fellowship through lineage, and your whole life has been devoted to this cause. Well, whole life minus the last few years, all the events of the first game and this, and the last 2 years in between the games. Your presence in Thaermore was part of a plan to secure the Crux of Ages, but there were unexpected problems. Another guild member who was sent in with you was caught by the enemy, and the quest began to unravel. The erasure of your memory and the backstory to cover up your true past was all to protect the guild. Honestly, we never expected you to make it out alive. But I did, and I forgot everything, so how can I even be useful to you anymore? Didn't expect I would make it out alive. You made no attempt to help me? I mean, I can only assume that I agreed to those conditions back then, so it's probably okay. The whole story is a little bit ridiculous, though. I mean, seriously, if someone came up to you and told you all this, you would obviously not believe a word. I don't know. A look of apology sweeps over Darius' face. My friend, I'm sorry. It is the way of the guild. We all accept this risk with every quest we undertake, and it is the security of Krios Vindica which is paramount over the lives of its members. The important thing is that you did make it out alive, and now we are calling on you to rejoin the guild that you were born into. The hour grows late. We now know that the Torax are aware of us and our task. It is only a matter of time before... Darius suddenly stops in mid-sentence, his head turning quickly to the window. Did you hear something? No. I don't think so. Yep, I saw that coming. Well, Darius' corpse. Is there actually someone outside, though? Or, I mean, not that I could go there, I think. There's a fence and all that. Strange viewing glass. And a soul piercer arrow? A single soul piercer arrow? Oh, that makes a lot of sense. I thought, is this actually like some randomly generated magical loot and I got the worst possible thing? Nope. You're picking up the arrow that killed Darius. Are you planning to track down Darius' killer? Yes? This is interesting. I could, of course, just choose to ignore all of this, but then do we even have a game? I mean, I guess there's still the world to explore, and I might still get caught up in the invasion that is probably still happening. I mean, that's definitely still happening. But this is an odd choice. I mean, why do I need to decide on that in this moment? Couldn't I still eventually find his killer and, you know, deal with the enemy? I mean, yeah, I guess. I'm gonna do the lame expected thing. But I am curious. Maybe I should have said no, just because. To hunt an assassin has been added to your journal. Actually, oh man, I should have picked no. That's the kind of thing that I would definitely do if I replayed the game, but I never replay games. You know, RPGs anyway. Almost never. So, yeah, I don't know. It's too late. It's okay. I made a choice. The more traditional choice, I guess. How do you open the journal? Q. Oh, that makes sense. Because I was trying J before and didn't do anything. Missing disciple. Right. Don't have much hope for that guy. Destiny through a viewing glass. Oh, okay, so we would have gotten this quest. Ah, yes. Right. But then, I guess that quest you always get? Unless you don't pick up the viewing glass, I suppose. In which case the main story never progresses. But to hunt an assassin is even more optional than that. You have decided to find the assassin who killed Darius. The only clue you have is the arrow found at the murder scene, a unique creation called a soul piercer. Okay, find the person who makes these soul piercer arrows, and you'll have found Darius' assassin. Well, okay, if it's literally unique, I thought I would ask the craftsman who made it. You know, who his best customer is. So, but okay, sure. I'm sure we'll somehow find that person eventually. Destiny through a viewing glass. A man named Darius began to tell you about your involvement with a guild called the Krios Vindica. Now you have sworn how you had sworn to prevent the unity of the Four Crux. Prevent the unity, yes. He also warned that your life may be in danger. After his murder, you found a unique viewing glass in his pocket. Yeah, in fact, isn't it weird how Darius was killed after telling me at least part of the story? But I was not killed, even though I had heard that part of the story? Well, I mean, it's good for me, I suppose. After his murder, you found a unique viewing glass in his pocket. With no other information to go on, the odd etchings on the glass may be the only clue to the truth about your past. Perhaps a local East Willow merchant or shop owner has knowledge of what this viewing glass is. Hint, hint. Why would anyone know about that? Also, can I actually do anything with that? Right-click to use... What the heck? When you hold the viewing glass to your eye, the world appears prismatic and sparkling. It sure does. Oh god. Yep, and the sparkles move when I move the mouse. Can I, Yes, I can close these. Okay. That's pretty, but not very helpful. Yep, okay, that's all it does. I can't move. When I click, I cancel it. Interesting. Well, that goes down with the other important items, I guess. Well, a local merchant, you say. Not you, perhaps? You might also be interested in hearing about the murder that just happened in your inn. Jarvik, the man who was staying in your overnight room, was just murdered. Our overnight guest has been murdered? How do you know this? He had left a note at my cottage asking me to meet him there. After I arrived, we talked for a bit, and then suddenly an arrow broke through the window, striking him in the head. Okay, didn't know those details, but... Murdered by an arrow, really? I wondered about this guy. He must have had some old gambling debts that finally caught up with him. Yeah, well, something like that. I will call the constable to come investigate immediately. That would be convenient because I wanted to talk to the constable. Maybe I'll just wait here for him. Don't worry about any accusations. I will vouch for you. I know you were back there for only a short bit of time and had nothing to do with this crime. Also, I mean, it should be obvious that the window was actually broken from the outside and he was killed by an arrow and not stabbed by me or something. I'm sorry, Vic. I have much to do. Please excuse me. Right. But, before you go, have you ever seen an item like this? What is this? What is this? Jarvik exclaims as he takes the viewing glass from your hand. He turns it over several times, marveling at the fine details on the rim and glass surface. I've never seen anything like this. After examining it for several moments, he hands it back to you. It is certainly an interesting piece, but I can't identify what it is used for, or where it may have come from. Thanks. Didn't really expect you to. Need a room for the night. Oh, okay. Now I can ask you. No. Not necessary right now, of course. Let's see if the magic shop lady knows something about this probably magical item. I was hoping that you perhaps could examine an item I found. Eloise takes the viewing glass from your hand and looks at it. She squints as she peers through it, clearly puzzled that it is not a normal monocle or a reading glass. I don't know what this is. I mean, it looks like a fancy reading glass, but it is obviously not. I know just who you should show this to. My uncle, Minus. He is the owner of this magic shop. I've just taken over for him because he's getting old and is no longer able to work the long hours. It seems like I'm here all day and night sometimes. Yeah, I think you really are. Anyways, he's been in the business of curious artifacts for most of his life, and I'll bet he'll know what this is. Right. I'd be glad to show him if you think he could help me. Yeah, obviously. I think I probably should do that. I'm sure he'll enjoy having you as a visitor, even if he can't identify this object for you. He lives west of here, in a small house on the shores of Green Riven Lake. Take the main road west, then south over Iron Pool Dam. You'll see his house on the western side of the lake. Oh god, do I need to remember this? Main road west, then south over the dam, and then the western side of the lake. This actually, just this description, gives me maybe a hint as to where we are on the map. I'm gonna take another look at that in a moment. Oh, and be careful. When I visited him last week, I was attacked by black mold. Ew. It seems this time of year, the lake area always has a problem with it. Awesome, thanks. Looking forward to that. Okay, let's see here. Sometimes right-click does not really register. I mean, there's only one lake in Mistfell. So, unless it's a very small lake that we're talking about... yeah, it's just unfortunate. I mean, it seems like the original map had all these details. All this text would have been readable there, but it's been scaled down so much that it's literally not readable. It's too blurry. The eastern? I don't know. Somethings, maybe? No idea. Yeah, I don't know. But we might be somewhere around here, along this river, maybe. The direction of the river is about correct, I think. So, and there are definitely... maybe we're here? East Willow, maybe? I don't know. It could say East Willow. That might be in a capital either. I don't know if you can even see anything. In fact, it should be larger for you depending on what kind of screen you use, so... yeah. And then the lake is to the west, roughly. Northwest, not southwest, but... okay, I mean... maybe we'll find a better map. Maybe, hopefully. Okay, so the main road would be... this one, I guess, that I never followed. There is a church thing, though. 33 minutes, yeah. Let's take a look at that well. And see if we will end up having to fight that possibly possessed disciple. I mean, my guess is probably yes. And if so, how bad is that fight gonna go? Don't mind me stealing apples from the church. I don't know. I don't know about that. Brass ring. Yeah. I'm just looking. Draw water. Ooh. Wait, what? Unknown... isn't that just a biscuit? That is curious. No value. Oh, we don't know the value. And 8 throwing knives, I think. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay, that unlocked. Took a little moment. There's the will, of course. Time has erased what was once written here. The most delicate of flowers too soon wither away. Newton Eastleaf. Born 689, died 693. Wow. Enbo. Samuel, he sowed while others reaped. Even granite could not outlast time. The words on this headstone are no longer legible. On war. On war. Tall marble grave monument. This marble monument has been worn smooth by wind and rain. Simple stone. Body at rest. Head not found. Yikes. Live well and long, for this is your destiny. Okay. Nothing else? Doesn't seem like it. Well then, let's actually save the game and click successfully on the well. There's a rickety ladder descending into the well which disappears into the shadows. Do you want to climb down? Yeah, absolutely. Sounds like a splendid idea. Oh, and it's dark down here. You step off the last rung of the ladder into ankle-deep mud. Moss and fungus cover the surrounding walls, tinting them green. It is clear from this position that the original the original well pit has been expanded through recent digging, and a tunnel has been cut into the rough stone to the northwest. Okay, take a step so we start mapping. It's certainly dark, but we do have torches, which don't really help all that much, as it turns out. A little bit, I guess. Interesting that you can see some rocks off to the side that are actually within the walls. That is a rat? Oh, there are multiple rats. Okay, come here. Is this narrow enough to only allow a single rat? I have no idea where I even am. Okay, I mean, at least tactical display highlights enemies. Wow, okay. I'm really surprised at how effective this is, fighting in this berserker mode. Didn't they drop anything? Oh, they did. Right. God. I really wish this button would also highlight objects, especially ones hidden by walls. That would be super convenient. But no such luck. What is that? That looks like some brick wall embedded in the rock. Okay, nothing here? Yeah, things are going to be so easy to miss. If there's just something randomly lying on the ground, I'm not going to see it. Could take this torch for myself. Is this... Okay. Makes sense. How much of a dungeon are we dealing with here? Oh, this door has clearly been chewed through. The wood fragments bear numerous marks of rat teeth, not the brute force of an axe or hammer. Oh. So that's where the rats came from? Zoldan's Guide to Light Armor Materials. Ooh, materials? I mean, I don't know if there is armor crafting. Maybe there is. This book examines the woven materials, hides and pelts used in the creation of flexible, lightweight armor. While it is an interesting read, what you find most helpful is a list of materials commonly used in the creation of light armor, sorted from least durable to most. Okay. I mean, I guess there is crafting then? So, I'm guessing reading this once is enough to learn stuff? I'm really not sure. Let me eat some of this meat. Actually, I don't know if there's cooking, so maybe I should save any raw meat until I can maybe turn it into something more nourishing and less disgusting. Let's see how good a bread is. Okay, that's pretty decent. And... oh, it's empty? Wait, what? Didn't I fill this? Do you actually just use the water skin as soon as you get thirsty? Or did I literally forget to fill this? No, I wouldn't have. I mean, it's okay. It's not critical right now. Also, why is the shield slot red? Just because I don't have a shield, I guess. Huh. Okay, anyway, so that's where the rats came from, which means that there should be no more rats in here. Oh no, never mind. There are definitely more rats. Okay, rat, come here. Get one shot, I like that. 3 more torches. Okay. Yep, there's a lever right there, although looks like it's gonna open that other door. Peasant blouse for 1 gold. I mean, right now I'm gonna take absolutely anything that's worth... everything that's worth anything. Certainly keeps going. Maybe I should have checked out whatever was up there first. Oh. Powder kegs. Oh, that's my first torch. That lasted a while. Oh. Interesting. That's gonna lead back to the surface? Actually, wait, this is where we came down, right? Oh, that is... wait, never mind. That is literally where we came down. Of course. Never mind. So, yeah. Julian, or whoever, was apparently trying to create a connection between those places. Would have been convenient. What? Okay, so torch durability is... hi there. It's gonna be a bit of an ambush, isn't it? I mean, it's just rats, so... not too bad. Give me red meat. It certainly is unfortunate to see that second torch go out so quickly. I mean, some randomness is okay, but that lasted for, I don't know, a dozen turns. Oh, what? The rat parried me or something? 36%. What? Vic cleaves the catacomb rat. To hit, probably 36%. Oh yeah, actually, have I been looking at the rats to hit all this time because this orange is just standing out more? Yeah. Weapon has made contact, but glanced off without causing damage. Not really sure how that's possible with an axe glancing off a rat, but these are pretty big rats, so who knows what's normal. Okay, combat over. Oh? Uh-oh, wait. These are not traps, are they? Is there... Okay, I'll use another torch. Because it's gonna help a little bit. You'd think that maybe there is a lever of some sort in one of these cells, but doesn't seem to be the case. You just have to find the right pressure plate. I hope it's not some sort of specific sequence, because then I have no idea how you're supposed to ever find that. Maybe step on each one at least once. Which I've probably done at this point. Oh god. Well, let's look elsewhere for the time being. Maybe there's a solution somewhere, because... yeah. It's gonna be a bit tough otherwise. Why is this closed? Uh-oh. Unless I'm supposed to just blow something up with the TNT I found here? Gunpowder? Okay. Oh! Wait. that just... Oh... I see. Just move carefully. Well, thankfully though it was a lot simpler than what I had been imagining. Loot, loot. I wonder if they're ever gonna drop anything but red meat. Well, this certainly keeps going. I don't know, it's kind of arbitrary, and I would like to backtrack and check out this room off to the side here, which is probably not as big as I thought at first. But at this point it's a bit of a backtrack, and I might need to backtrack out of this place anyway, if there isn't a convenient back entrance. And why would there be, right? So, yeah, I guess I'll just continue exploring in this direction here and check out this on the way back up. But we're going to do that next time. For the time being, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye!